All right, you're welcome back, guys. So today we'll move on to the formula for magnification of microscope. How do we calculate magnification really? So it says here to calculate magnification and some other parameters. When using the microscope, you have to know this formula. Magnification equals to image size over actual size. This image size is the size of the image when you are looking at the thing, how big it is really. Then the actual size is the size of the image before you mounted it. For example, this pen probably was 2 centimeters long. For example, that's the actual size. If I measure it, I don't know the actual size anyways, but if I look at it under the microscope, it has now become, let's say, 30 centimeters long. That's the image size. So I'm meant to divide the image size by the actual size. So that's going to tell me how many times this has become bigger. That's magnification as it were. But bear in mind that you can actually be asked to, you can be given the magnification already, like this thing is this times big, then you can be asked to find the image size or actual size. Most of the time you are going to be asked to find one of them really. But once you know this formula here, all you need to just do is make one of the parameters the subject of the formula. That's all. You can also stick to this triangle here. When you're finding actual size, it's going to be image size over magnification. When you're finding the image size, it's going to be actual size multiplied by magnification. It's as the case may be. Now, one key thing you will remember is this: image size must be more than actual size. Must. So if you're calculating and your image size is less than your actual size, something is wrong with your calculation. Because if this thing was 2 centimeters long and you now calculated your image size and say it's 1 centimeter long, that something is wrong, because image size must be bigger because we are looking at it as big now. So it says here it's important to know that magnification does not have any unit. Why? Because if the image size was in centimeter, this guy was also in centimeter, this cancels each other out. So you just write it as times 100. That means it's 100 times bigger, 1000 times bigger, and as you can go on and on. All right, so now one of the important things you need to know in calculation as to with microscopy is you must learn to convert units to, you must make sure that your units are the same. For example, here it says when you are asked to calculate magnification of a leaf whose actual size is 200 millimeter and image size is 50 micrometer. Now this is not, you can't just go ahead and work with this. You're going to get a wrong answer. You're supposed to make sure that this 200 millimeter becomes, maybe it is converted to micrometer, or this 50 micrometer is also converted to millimeter. This is very, very important. Now this has been put here to make you understand. Now when you want to, of course, 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1000 micrometer, and 1 micrometer is equal to 1000 nanometer. This is very, very important. Now there's a law that you need to remember. It means this millimeter is more than micrometer, micrometer is more than nanometer. That's the truth. So if that's the case, what we need to do is this: anytime we are converting from a bigger unit to a lesser unit, for example from millimeter to micrometer, you will multiply. Yes, what do I mean? If I want to convert 50 millimeter to micrometer, it's going to be 50 divided by 1000. Why am I dividing? Sorry, it's going to be multiplied. I'm sorry, multiplied, please. It's going to be multiplied. Why am I multiplying? Because millimeter is more than micrometer, so I'm going to multiply. You can see here you're multiplying. But if I'm meant to convert 50 micrometer to millimeter, because millimeter is less than, so micrometer is less than millimeter. I will divide, so it's going to be divided by 1000. All right, so it's going to be lesser. So the point is, from a lesser unit to a higher unit, you divide. From a higher unit to lesser unit, you multiply. It's very, very important to remember this, because we'll be applying this in some of the questions we'll be doing. It says here, if worked example, so I'm going to do it here with you. It says an image of an animal cell is 20 millimeter in size. So this is the image size. It has been modified by a factor of 2 times 2000. This is the magnification. So of course we know mg equals to image over actual size, really. So the mg here is 2000. The image size is 20 millimeter. Now please watch here. There is no reason for us to convert anything here, because we only have one unit here. This one doesn't have any unit. We are only given the image size. So actual size is what we're looking for. So we don't need to convert anything. You don't need to. Even if you convert it, you still get the same answer anyways, but you don't need to convert anyways. So this is the image size. So we are looking for actual size. So actual size is going to be I think I should use, for you to do actual size is going to be coming image divided by mg. Or that's a bit rough. Let me go to the next page. The mg is equal to 2000 magnification. The image size is equal to what's that called again? Is 20 millimeter. And we're looking for actual size. The real formula is image over actual size. Then we make actual size the subject of the formula. So it's going to be image divided by magnification. Is going, if you input these two things there, so it's going to be 220 divided by what? By 2000. So this goes into this 200 into, let me quickly use my calculator here. Sorry, 20 divided by 200 by 200, that's 0.1. 0.1. So your actual size is going to be 0.1 millimeter. This is correct because the actual size is meant to be lesser than the image size. So this is your answer here. This is a worked example. You are going to see some at the end of this section in your, you're going to see in this course, you're going to see questions for you to really do. All right. Okay.